It was a big night for SUX Sports as we helped host our first annual high school boys basketball media night presented by Chick-fil-A. We also had photos from Game Time Photography and help from MTM Sports Publications. We spoke with 8 teams from around the Siouxland area, coaches and players, about their expectations heading into the 2015-16 season.
But I think the expectations here a lot are high. Call it what you want, but the expectation is to win. We play 21 games a year. We're trying to win 21 games every year. Does it happen? No, not all the time, but it's something we strive for and do everything we can. I think we work hard. We try to play good defense and rebound the ball, and that equals winning a lot. So that's something we work on, and hopefully the end result is winning.
We should be pretty good. We always want to go to state like every other team and win the conference like everybody else too. So
yeah, I think our expectations would definitely be the Missouri River Conference champs and definitely to go to state because we haven't been in a while, so we're hungry to get back to state.
The guys that we have, we feel like can do some pretty good things that are maybe a little bit different from what we've done the last couple of years, but the one thing that stays constant is that standard that we've placed over the last 3 years, and even though the faces may be different, they still have to uphold that standard.
I think one thing that we have to focus on this year is finishing games. Got to play all 4 quarters, make sure we finish the game, limit turnovers, and also make sure that we play aggressive on both ends. At times during games last year, we kind of played very passive. And we want to make sure this year we be aggressive on both ends, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, I think that since we lost some of our leading scorer last year, Kobe Hill, that I'm going to have to pick up my game and along with other people, and so we're just going to have to spread the points around a whole lot more.
I've been at Siouxland this is the start of my 11th year, and I haven't really looked elsewhere because the program was run the way that I would probably try to run a program. So there's not going to be a whole lot of changes as far as how the program is run. Now, offense and defense, we might change some things up here and there, but Coach Betts did it the right way, and I'm expecting myself to do the same. Offensively, maybe a little more freelance, maybe not as many sets. Defensively, maybe just a couple of defenses rather than having a handful of them in our back pocket.
We're glad to have expectations. Hopefully that means you did something right in the past, and we had some nice wins last year. Obviously we didn't always play great, but we did have some real quality wins, and so that did raise the level of expectation for this group. We've got our top 6 scorers back, so it's not anything we're trying to downplay or anything. We should be better, and we've got an experienced group of kids that like to compete. And so, but really, even though we have experience this year compared to last, the goal is still the same, and that's just to try to, every day, do the best that you can and keep growing as a team.
Well, I think making it as far as we did in football sets the standard for this year. Obviously, our goal every year is to make a state run or even state championship. That's the type of goals we need to have as a team. And obviously, if we make it that far, it's a great team feeling, and we need to do that again this year in basketball. It'd be nice to have it two sports in a row.
Not really. Our expectations are always that we want to, first off, we want to get the players to be able to play together, and we want to make sure that we put the players on the court that can play together. We're not so worried about the best basketball players in our school. We're worried about the kids that can play together and have fun together and that sort of stuff, and I think that turns into a good team. And so that's always our first expectation. When our second expectation is to kind of mesh that together to get to the state tournament, and we always hope that if we get to the state tournament we can kind of make a little bit of noise, and I think in the past few years we've proven that if we can get to the tournament we can be okay. Last year we didn't have a great showing, but the years before that we've always done pretty well.
Well, the first thing is we're going to be a year bigger and stronger because we have about everybody back. So we're probably the only team in the state that played a lot of freshmen, sophomores last year. So just by natural kids getting bigger, stronger, faster, we're going to, I think, be a lot more competitive. But along with that, our defense wasn't real great last year because we just kind of got overpowered a lot of games. So we're going to focus a bunch on defense, getting stops, and getting out and run because we want to be able to run. So. Should be fun.
Well, we'd like to, keep things fairly similar. The boys were well coached last year. Coach May did a good job, so we'd like to keep those traditions going and see what else we can come up with.
From Sioux City East, I'm Josh Sackton with SUX Sports, Sioux City.